What's the secret to tender, flaky buttermilk biscuits? Here's a hint. You don't have to freeze your flour. Get cozy while I show you my secret to flaky buttermilk biscuits. Hi, I'm Carly Pingleton, and if you're new here, I'm a stay-at-home mother of 3 with a passion for cooking. You will need flour, baking powder, sugar, baking soda, vegetable shortening, butter, buttermilk, and salt. Measure out your butter and vegetable shortening and place in the freezer until well chilled. You can also do this overnight. While your butter and shortening chill out in the freezer, measure all the other ingredients. Prepare your baking sheets with parchment paper and preheat your oven. Fresh, flaky biscuits can be an arduous undertaking. Stick around to the end of this video to get my hack for fresh buttermilk biscuits on demand. Time for the facts. Using a food processor, cut your butter into a small amount of the dry ingredients. I prefer to grate the butter with the food processor, but my grating blade has escaped me today. Add the shortening to your dry ingredients. Using your fingertips, pinch shortening completely into the flour mixture. Add the butter and toss until fully incorporated with the flour and shortening. Add the buttermilk to your flour mixture. Gently mix with a rubber spatula until there are only a few dry bits of flour left. The dough should be sticky and rough. Transfer your dough to a floured work surface. Lightly coat your hands with flour. Use a bench scraper to help knead the dough gently, forming a smooth, flat rectangle about 1/2 inch thick. Fold the dough in half from right to left, then in half again from the bottom to the top. Using a rolling pin, press the dough out to 1/2 inch thickness again. Turn the dough 1/4 turn and fold again, in half, right to left and bottom to top. Repeat one more time. Your dough should no longer be sticky. Now, you're doing a lot of work to ensure a perfectly tender, flaky biscuit ends up on your dinner table. So it would be a shame if you burned your biscuits. But if you do, it could be a sign of your own pride and resilience. According to legend, in the late 1800s, a peculiar event occurred in the town of Selma, Alabama, known as the Biscuit Burner Incident. During a heated dispute between 2 rival factions in the town, tempers flared and insults were exchanged. As tensions escalated, one individual known for his quick wit and sharp tongue made a particularly cutting remark about the quality of his opponent's biscuits. In response, the offended party declared that he would rather burn his own biscuit than share them with such disrespectful company. True to his word, the offended party proceeded to throw his entire batch of freshly baked biscuits into the fire, much to the shock and amusement of onlookers. The act of burning biscuits became synonymous with stubbornness and pride, and the incident was immortalized in local folklore. With a floured biscuit cutter, cut out dough rounds. Flip the rounds over so the smooth sides that were against the work surface face up and place on the prepared sheet pan about 1 inch apart. Stack the scraps. Press and cut up to 2 more times. Refrigerate your cut biscuits until cold, about 15 minutes. Bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit until the tops are golden brown and crisp, about 16 minutes. For fresh biscuits at a craving's notice, simply freeze your prepared biscuits and store in a zip-top bag until ready to bake. After baking, brush the tops of your biscuits with melted butter. Enjoy your flaky buttermilk biscuits with honey, butter, jam, sausage gravy, or any other way you'd like. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments and subscribe to get the latest from my kitchen to yours.